Hey guys, down in the shop today doing almost anything I can to procrastinate instead of cleaning my shop. So, looking at my bench, I have my Jimmy's Wraith sitting there, and I had the Holmes Hobbies Trailmaster Challenge last weekend, and this thing is still covered with dirt and just residues of water and things like that from running in that muddy, watery, rainy event. And I had read this week on one of the posts on RC Crawler, Jason in Augusta, his last name escapes me, Jason Carter. He had mentioned a method he uses to clean his trucks this week, and I figured I would give that a shot and see how it works. His method is to first spray the truck down with Simple Green, which is no surprise to us. A lot of us use Simple Green to clean and things like that. But that's not what I found interesting. He sprays the whole truck down with Simple Green and then just blows it off with an air hose. And then he follows that up by spraying it down with what he said Windex. I, around the house, use I don't, but Nicole does, uses a solution of vinegar and water and things like that. So I'm going to give that a shot with this truck and see how it comes out. So I've got just my regular blower chuck. It's hooked up to my 26-gallon air compressor. And I'm just going to wing it. Never done it before. Most of my electronics are all waterproofed already, but the nice thing about this is it's got minimal moisture, what it looks like. So I'm going to spray it all down, hose it off a couple times, and see how it comes out. So, okay, looking inside, you can see just how dirty everything is. The electronics I'm going to leave just like they are. I've got some liquid tape on a lot of that stuff, but that's about it. Back here you can get a feel, look how everything is. Alright, we're on to the Windex part of it. I'm going to spray it all down again. I might not do the tires this time because I don't mind that the stickiness that Simple Green leaves on my tires. I've been doing that on comp tires for a long time. So I'm just going to hit everything else for the most part. If anything does hit the tires, I'm not too worried about it. But anyway. Alright, all done. I don't know how long it took me, maybe 10 minutes or so, maybe less. Everything came off pretty well. I mean, there's still some, I can still see some dirt in some spots and things like that that maybe just need touched up with a rag or something like that. But for the most part, everything looks pretty good. A lot of it is just scratched off paint and things like that. Transmission cleaned up really well though, and all the stuff that was in there on the some of the aluminum panels that I didn't take off for the cleaning. If I grab a rag though, I'm sure anything that is left on, yeah, I mean, nothing on there is on there too well. And so I'm pretty happy with that. It's a pretty easy method. It's a lot easier than getting in there and really taking stuff apart. Just a little closer look You can notice the transmission most. You can still see a little bit of residue on there, but for the most part it looks quite a bit better. Everything cleaned up pretty well inside there on like that battery tray and whatnot. Everything cleaned up pretty well up there. That's just chip paint and a little bit of surface rust on stuff, but it cleaned up really nice on the anodized parts, like that rear axle. Everything really just came right off. I think that's probably where that method is the easiest, and obviously shows off the curry parts a little better. So anyway, just something new I thought I'd try, and while I was in the process trying to avoid cleaning the shop, I thought I'd shoot some video. So we'll see you on the next one, guys. Click subscribe if you haven't yet. Take it easy.